Sawubona Babuthelezi, igama lami ngu-Irene. Mina ngithanda ukubonga ngokusiza ngezinto zokubhajeta, how to manage your business. So my problem is that I haven't opened my business, but I have this. I don't know what to call it, but it's my dream. That's what I want to do. I want to open a center for disabled children. So my problem is that I don't have anything. Like I haven't registered, so I don't know where to start. If you can assist.
Madam Irene, thank you for that question. Ngiyabuzwa impela. Let me quickly answer it, but please allow me to do it in this way so that I'll just put it on the group and maybe it assists nabanye abanombuzo onjengowakho. The question mainly is how to start or where to start. I'd like to just do it quickly like this. Iskati man asisekho. Sorry to get back to you so late. Iskati asikho with COVID-19. And we have to attend to our families, kune-shortage yesikhathi. So let me just quickly do it this way. Angiqale nje ngokukhuluma ukuthi in the overall you are talking about ama-goals wakho. So ngizoqale nje ngiyenze kanjena ibe the theory part, then we'll speak about maybe what happens practically. But I'd want to know ukuthi ama-goals wakho, are they well defined na? Njoba uzoze ufike kufuna ukwenza i-center enjengale, mhlambe into esuka kuphi, uyabona? And I know ukuthi sikhuluma i-theory kakhulu lana for now, masisakhuluma nange-tolerance yakho ye-risk. We'll make these things ukuthi zibe practical because honestly, we must get to the point a little bit quickly. But I also then want to know if you have the right kind of strategy to be able to do that. That's what I'm hoping to assist with. Maskulumane strategy. We'll just draw up a quick plan, you and I, ezogcina inama task, inama actions. Then you'll try to follow those actions. Okusho ukuthi ngizokuphi homework. Ngoba ngiyayithanda homework, you'll get homework. Homework yakho will be to clearly define kahle ukuthi yini strategy sakho. Sizama ukwenzani, siyenza for how long, i-growth yinto ebukeka kanjani to us. Because also then I'll be trying to see if you are able to execute leso strategy. Siyakhona yini ukuthola the right relationships, the right resources, the right manpower. I'll suggest some things, but like I said, I work as a coach, so it will be just my suggestions. And nakhona, this is if we end up working together on a coaching basis. Okwamanje, it's just to assist you. But ziyalandelana ke lezinto kanjena, and you're asking yourself, if the answer is yes, it moves you to the next step. If uzibuza wena, are my goals well defined? And the answer is yes. Then you ask yourself, do I have the right strategy? If the answer is still yes, can I execute that strategy? If the answer is no, you move backward to try and fix izinto le emuva. But what does this all mean in a practical sense? Yiyo ke lento ebengijahile ukuthi sikhulume ngayo ukuthi zenzeka kanjani practically these things. Ngishilo ngathi kuzoba i-homework, yazi. I-homework into enhle man, kumele senze i-homework yethu madoda. So ngicela ungitholele iphepha and take a pen, ubhale your company name at the top, ungiqalele from the left. Sizokwenza 3 columns. Sike sikhulume nje nge-future yakho. Where do you see your business in 12 months? Where do you see little business in 3 years? Where do you see little business in 5 years? We are trying to come up with what you are calling a dream. We are trying to come up with the future of what this thing looks like. Then sizobuya ke sithi currently yini okukhona, what's the current state sale idea, obani esisebenza nabo, and ultimately sifunani, why siqala lento, why size siyenza in the first place. It's going to be very important that you draw this up for yourself. Kube sort of like a total ye-game plan yakho, i-blueprint lokuthi uzobe wenzani and uzoyenza kanjani. There'll be a bridge in between or a gap, yokuthi sifika kanjani, sisuka kanjani from ngapha ku current sifike ngale kwi future. So again, just as we spoke in person, sakhuluma ngokuphila izinto like an onion and get deeper and deeper and deeper into what things mean. Nangale exercise, I need us to break it down until kuba khona a proper action or a task. I-action in a task kumele zibe according to umuntu, sibe na a name and number, sibe na a time and place, ibe very practical. So sizomisa kancane ngokuthi future vele izobe imiseke kanjani. Ngifuna sibe very specific yena because I need to create a game plan. All right. So sizoba specific. Uyakhumbula ama-smart goals? I-bridge lethu kuzomele sikhona ukumeasure le idea yethu, simeasure ukuthi isifuna malini, isifuna mapha ama-relationship. Asimeasure imali kuphela ngithi, so sobe simeasure nama-relationship. What can we afford? Nalo ya realistic. Uyakhumbula ukuthi very important kanjani? Literally realistic is the difference between the future plan and the current plan, and I'll talk a little bit about that as siqhubeka. And then of course mele ukhuluma indaba yama timelines. Again, homework yakho le uzobwenza wonke lo msebenzi. This is the research aspect. Ngoba kumele usho kimi phela as your coach ukuthi uzoqala kuphi. Ngiyazwa khona manje the question is babu Buthelezi, where do I start? Nami ngibuza wena. Where do we start, Madam Irene? So kuzomela ungenzele kanjena ke. I'm just guiding you ukuthi ungangizela kanjani ne-information. In the current, umele ukhona ukukhuluma to me about money, time, people. In the current, masabheka i-state se-idea yakho sokuthi sizofika kanjani la sifuna ukuya khona, I'll need you to be able to say to the figure. Angithi sithe sizoba specific and sizomeasure izinto and so check us affordani. How much are we going to need? Please do that exercise for me. And again, you are peeling it like an onion. Yonke question, it lead to another question. Mawivuma leyo question, it lead to another question. Mawivuma leyo question, it lead to another question. Maso answer really for yourself. What are we going to need? Hey, I can't answer this without knowing ukuthi vele ngiyobe ngithengani. Kumshini muni, sisendlini, kudingakala ini, kudingakala obani. So this links to abantu as well. Who do we need to be engaging? Obana abantu esizobe sisebenza nabo, obana ama-organization ekurejistiwa nawo. Ngishilo ngathi kuzoba uwotshela mina ukuthi siqala kuphi, because for now you need to go and do your research. Allow makukhona i-question that arises, siyiphendula ngokuthatha i-action. Or sokumele ngazi ukuthi kurejistiwa kuphi, kurejistiwa ngamalini, kudingakala when are we going to do this, kudingakala isikhathi esingakanani ukuthi ngiyenze leyo task. So now you are starting to break it down. It's starting to be ama-action. Ukhumbula ukuthi ama-action wakho must always lawa we-short term. This is the coaching part engizobe mina ngi-assista ngayo. Sesicontractile ubani, sesenzile ini. Ama-action wakho must always link to ama-future goals wakho. Angithi manje usucabangile ukuthi mhlambe sisendlini or kukanjani. Please, when you do this part, yilo ya realistic ebesikhuluma ngayo. When you are planning the future, ungazibind kakhulu, uzilimite kakhulu. There's no point ukuba limited in the current ngokuthi kunani ephaketheni lakho and then uzithole sewulimited in planning. Usayiplana lento angithi. So you can't be limited while planning. If kukuthi uyibona lento iyifamu, iyicenter, iyini, Google, go and find and look at other places as run a similar thing oyenzayo. In fact, when it comes to this part, it is so important because masingakhoni ukuyibona kahle lento even in our own mind, sikhona ukuzipicturela yona lento, ngeke sikhona ukuyibuild. Uyayibona i-challenge. And if uthi asazi yini existayo out there, then sizoyibona kanjani in our minds. Ngisho ukuthini? If you are able to volunteer, angithi angakazi mina story sakho, angazi if mhlawumbe ke wasebenza at a home yabantu aba-disabled, like you are saying you want to create a similar vibe. Angazi if uke wasebenza khona or not, but this is where if you can go and volunteer, if akwazi wasebenza khona, you go and volunteer, you go and pick up skills. Now it's about relationships and making them practical. You go on Google, you research, you find out. Ungathola kanjani ukuthi zisebenza kanjani, yini ehlanganayo, ihlangana sidingani eyimishini, sidingani ama-facilities, sidingani as human power. Ngiyaye ngibone kunabantu abawongakhi laphayana, what kind of resources do they need, i-security iyinto enjani. So now you are putting a whole future plan together, but don't be too realistic mawuseyenza the future part. Be extremely realistic masawenza the current part. That's how you create a game plan. Ngoba the current part, you are talking to yourself about how much do I have khona manje ephaketheni as we speak. Ushilo wathi hey babu Buthelezi angakazi nami ukuthi kuzoqaliwa kuphi, angiphethe lutho. sazibani ke makukanjalo. Angithi sishilo sathi lezi zinto zi-tied in together and they work in relationship. Kumele sikhona ukwazi ukuthi okay, where can we get that money ke? If asinayo sizoyithola kuphi? But like I said, asikwazi nanokuyibuza ukuthi sizoyithola kuphi, sazibani, asikakazi nanokuthi imalini. So kumele kuqale ngaloya imalini engiyidingayo, obani engingasebenzisana nabo. Be very practical. If upela uvula uWhatsApp wakho ubheke nayi leya relationship, ngathi abe singasakhulumisani nomalume, kodwa umalume anganginceda ngalento because umalume unalo, it's relationship currency. Now you are making things to be practical. Ngani, now we are talking about that game plan ebengikhuluma ngayo. This is what ke mina I can assist you with from a coaching perspective. Mase wazi ke ukuthi uzoyoqala kuphi, kukosta malini, bathi ukuregister kukosta malini, bathi ini costa malini. Now you have a to-do list. Usuliste izinto, ngiyazi mina ukuthi for the week nazi izinto zenzayo, for this week nazi izinto obusy ngazo as we speak from i-to-do list yakho. Bekumele ngithinta umalume, bekumele ngifind out ukuthi singayireza kanjani imali, bekumele ngikhulume nomzala, bekumele ngihlanganise ini. What is already done. So mase ibukeka kanjena ke, now I am coaching you. That's why ngithi if ungakayenzi le homework ngeke sifike kule stage, because mase sifika kule stage, let me just wrap this up because bengafuni zibe yinde kakhulu this thing, so I can WhatsApp it. This is mina ke the coaching methodology bengithi ngizenzele yona, engifuna ukuze ngiyazi ukuthi mhlawumbe u understand ibhola, that's fine, it's just a language. Mina ngifuna ukwazi from you ukuthi are you more of a manager or are you more of an entrepreneur? Umehluko yini? I-manager is someone oyi-structure, we-routine, umuntu ozokwenza ukugcina kahle amafayili, record keeping, yonke leyo nto. I-entrepreneur ilaba abazibiza ngama-hustlers, ilaba abazibiza, ilaba i-opportunity mayivela bayebamba masinyane. The reason why I'm asking that question is because at some point in time mangabe sisacoachana kusomele sazi ukuthi uwela kakhulu ngakuphi, so that if you're getting partners bakbalance kanjani, if you're getting a board balance kanjani ngade part wena ongenayo. This is just my methodology ukuthi okay fine, i-backline. So uzonizwa sometimes ngikhuluma nge-backline, that's why I'm bringing this up. Ama-accounts are straight in, from a legal perspective si straight in, because this backline ihambelana ne-compliance, ihambelana ne-brand ID. So from a compliance perspective, are we solid on the backline yethu? Sinayo yini paperwork yethu, ama-registration, ama-certificate okwenza lento esiyenzayo? I-brand lethu line-culture yini, siyazi-understanda yini thina ukuthi senzani? Legally, i-paperwork yethu straight yini? Record keeping and bookkeeping. That's solid routine structure. And then get those things assist i-sales ne-marketing in attack. Mase sa-attack ama-opportunity, sesithi libuya kuphi ke i-opportunity, sesikhuluma nge-sales ne-marketing, siyazi ukuthi sidinga i-communication in between, ukuthi sisusa kanjani izinto from i-structure sala ekhaya, indlu yethu is-strong, i-backline yethu is-strong, siyakhona ukubuilda through communication external, communication internal. Human resource, abantu bethu ba-right, communicate kanjani nabo, outside, externally, sikhuluma kanjani nomphakathi. We need a strategy. Strategy binds all of this thing together so it works as kind of the role bayibiza ngani playmaker. But ke angifuni ukukhuluma ngesokha kakhulu, bengisho nje ukuthi mina I want to get to here because I want to coach, ngifuna ukwenza le methodology yami. I've created it for years, I've been testing it out. So before sizofika la, it will be very important that you do the baselining homework first. We get clear goals, na into ekumele yenzakale, na abantu ekumele bathintiwe, na indlela ekumele kwenzakale ngayo. Hayi ke noma sekuthiwani, I'm sure amen lapho. Yeah, I know. Ithi ngibambe khona lapho. Thank you for the question. Olalele, thank you for listening. Try this out. And definitely good luck with your homework. Izobe zikubuyela ke, uzobe sewusele wedwa sekingekho. But if you are struggling with anything, just get in touch. Let me know ngibambe noma nge-WhatsApp and let's talk. Of course, I'm not just offering my time for free like this. I'm running, there's a side programming is created for people abafuna ukwenza just the homework yami. Bangibhadala 250 a month. Ngenzelani, you guys phela nina ngicina ningasathengi nane lunch for umuntu. Coaching ncede, but umuntu akasathengi nane lunch. Angiboni lutho nami engenayo. Umndeni ungilindile ngaleso sikhathi. Umedem uyakhala, umedem uthi ngiyazi ndoda uyayithanda lento yenzayo, I know you are passionate ngayo, but we are starving endlini while you are busy when working out your passion. So to make it izinto zibe easy, the lowest amount that I can think of, nginikeza u250 rands akube ilunch ongithengela yona a month, then ke ngizokucoacha via WhatsApp, ngizokucoacha virtually, sibone ukuthi uba ne-game plan strong, then I'll help you to implement it ngokufollow up ke ngoku-assist in that way. Okudlula lokho madoda angazi akukho kunye. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sharp.